Myth 3, carbs are the devil's food. That's actually a direct quote from a highly respected authority, world authority. But unfortunately, the person in question is not a nutritionist. And just like the fat discussion we had earlier, he's lumped all the carbs into one basket. Looking at 101 carbohydrate biochemistry, let's see what the infamous Wikipedia has to say on the matter. Carbohydrates include sugars, starch, and cellulose. They provide energy, structure such as in cell membranes, and fiber for bowel function. Also, ribose is a sugar that forms part of our energy molecule ATP, and also our genetic apparatus DNA and RNA. So can we do without carbs? Absolutely 100% not. Just like as in fats, we can actually differentiate between good and bad carbohydrates. And I'm going to make it easy for you. Is it man-made or is it nature-made? It's obvious when you think about it. Sugars, refined carbohydrates, pastries, breads of poor quality versus fruits, vegetables. I mean, things like carrots and beetroots have been struck off the list of healthy foods in this low carb fad that we've been going through. That's absolutely ridiculous because they're high in fiber, they're high in antioxidants. Beetroot's actually been shown to dilate the blood vessels, potentially helping blood pressure control. So think about it very deeply. But let's definitely outlaw man-made refined sugar, genetically modified maize, over-glutinous wheat that makes poor quality breads, muffins and pastries that bloat your stomach like a blowfish. Let's get rid of our chips or crisps or confectionery or sweeties. Your health will thank you for it. I don't actually believe that we need to eliminate all treats in our diet though. The occasional slice of stone ground sourdough, traditionally made rye bread could actually be good for you, but have it in moderation. As for chocolate, we'll go for the 70+% dark chocolates. That can actually be good for your health in moderation. Also, do we drop all beer or wine or coffees, all of the things we really enjoy? Well, as my dad munched into a packet of potato chips once, he said, everything in moderation. So that's exactly what I believe in. And I believe in something called soul food. So if a well-made craft beer actually makes you feel good, physically, mentally, it's okay, but have one of them. Choose it carefully. That's what I do on a Saturday afternoon. I go to the bottle store and buy one nice beer. And I really enjoy it. And I have the best whiskey. I keep it in the cupboard and give myself a little tipple once in a while, but I take 20 minutes to drink it because I enjoy it, rather than just drowning it with ice and Coke in some cases. So buy the good stuff. My motto that I share in my book is pay double and drink half. So the man-made versus nature-made equation is a good first consideration with carb quality. The second one is how quickly does it get absorbed into the bloodstream? And that's actually the basis of a lot of the low-carb arguments. So around the turn of the century, low GI, low glycemic index, became popular. And it's a very useful construct to use. Looking at the glycemic index chart or the GI chart, the main focus is to mostly consume foods on the right-hand side of the table and to reduce your consumption of the ones on the left. However, taking the man-made versus nature-made concept into consideration, there will be certain foods on the right-hand side that you might want to give a skip, and other things on the left-hand side that you might actually want to consume. For example, pineapple is incredibly high in digestive enzymes and something I definitely wouldn't want to give up. Another thing you should know about glycemic index is if you want to lower the glycemic index of a food, combine it with something high in protein and or fat. So an example, if you have a piece of bread, if you smear it with strawberry jam that's got lots of sugar in it, it will push up the glycemic index. But if you actually put some nut butter, your sugar-free nut butter, or some hummus, or something that's a bit more savoury onto it, it's going to bring the GI down. So just a little tip. We're going to be talking a lot more about carbohydrates in step 4 of 12 steps to wholesome nutrition.